Here is the kitchen now that it's been completely sanded and stained. It's a little bit darker and more conventional than I'd like. Oh, cat decided to just go on this. I guess that means it's dry, right? The cat wants to go on it. I've noticed a few pieces of dirt, so she's been on it a few times probably. It's my venting system. I just stick the fan in the window like that. It's the only fan we had that would sort of work. The bathroom is completely done and doesn't even smell too bad. It's pretty remarkable for an oil-based. Especially because it's 50% humidity at least. Let me turn on some lights. Unfortunately, this is semi-gloss, believe it or not. It's pretty darn glossy and completely unforgiving. I mean, just entirely unforgiving. Every single whoops. It just shows right through. And you can really just see. It's kind of cool, but I'm pretty sure anybody who knows anything about refinishing would say, hey, this was done pretty badly. But I guess that's the price of doing reclaimed. I mean, the only way I can think of where I could have avoided all these heavy little bumps, I mean, we're talking about fractions of a millimeter, and it's this unforgiving. But the only way I can think to avoid it is instead of moving at a snail's pace over the whole floor, would be to do about I don't know, 10 to 20 runs per. I'd have to go over the whole floor like 20 times or something to have not gotten these bumps, because what I had to do was go really, really, really slow with the drum on 30 grit. Just incredibly slow. I'm not really surprised. It's a nice floor, and it catalyzed nicely, but and the smell is not too bad. I think Emily will be happy just to be able to put stuff in here. So, you know, mission accomplished, and you're not gonna like cut your foot on the sharp edges from different heights, anything like that. I'm pretty sure that I don't know if it's gonna stay like this forever, but it feels almost like I can feel oil still, but I think the petroleum distillates are pretty much gone. It has like a kind of a, I don't know, plasticky smell almost, with like strong plasticky smell. Oh man, pretty disappointed that it's so unforgiving. But considering the other thing I had to do with the reclaimed floor was make my bathroom a pirate ship theme, because the boards are so they're such different heights that it's darn near a quarter-inch off in some areas. It's such a different level. So this is the more conventional of the two, and this was the better batch of wood that I had put together. So I guess I should just be glad that I even got a floor out of it at you know, $1.50 a square foot. But it just took forever to cut through this oak, and I'm really suspicious that it's because it's old oak. I mean, it's old oak. Oak is hard. Old oak is really hard. And some of these boards are really, really long, 20 or so feet long. I had to throw them in the rafters in the barn just to store them because they're so ridiculously long, which can tell you probably the size of the tree compared to the size of trees on some of the short stock that's just from China and kilned real quick and planed and then from together in bundles, which is everything from Lumber Liquidators I got. But this stuff is the real deal, and it's a pain.